Hi everyone, welcome back to a new session of our Django web application for the result management system we're trying to build. So in this video, we are going to be adding our course model and displaying it in our admin page. So I'm going to go to the results application model and create a class for our course. So it will take an argument models dot model. So it's inheriting the property of this particular model library. And so we can create course code equal models dot character field. Then we give it a maximum length of maybe 15, and course name will also take that as well. Maybe we'll give it a maximum length of 20. We can say null. Okay, I'm not going to do this. Then in order for us to be able to display it in our Django admin page, we'll create a function called underscore, and it will take an argument of self, so it will inherit the course class properties. So what we want to just do is just to return an f string that's like a print, but this time around we want to print, we want to show it in the Django admin page. So it will be self dot course name. We can do course name, then self dot course code. Now it just depends. They don't have to follow each other in the way you display it, so it does depend. And so we'll now save it. Oh no, so I'm going to stop running the deployment, save my models. So the next thing you do is to make migration. So you always have to remember that, always make migration anytime you do any changes to any model. So he said create model course, that's it has created my database, that's created my table, and I manage.py migrate. It's always important to do that, and it's going to migrate. So the next thing we're going to do is to register it in the admins.py page. So for us to be able to do that, you would import the models file. So it will just be like a library, just like how you import custom modules or libraries in Python. So I'll say from dot models import to course. Now you could say from the application dot models, so result dot models is fine like this, or you could say just from dot models, same thing. So I am going to create so I want to display it in a more tabular form, just like the way we did. So we'll create a class. The class will be course and maybe admin as name, and it will inherit this particular library from django.contrib import admin. So it will be admin dot model admin. What I want to display, so just list display and have a list. It can be a tuple if you so want, or a list is fine. So it will be course name, which is the name of my column title, and course code. So in order for me to register it now, there's this decorator we can use at admin.register. So just like we did in our students, we go to our student admin. We created a class, but we did admin.site.register student profile admin, student and student admin, which is this. You can as well replace with a decorator and you are fine. So this is what they call a decorator. Anytime you use the art and it serves that purpose. And save. Now I'm going to run my development server and hopefully, okay, there's no error, so it means everything is looking good. Now if I refresh, not showing. I wonder why. Okay, so let me go back and see. Most likely I made a mistake here. So maybe think it's at site.register. No, because we add at admin dot. I think it's admin dot site. Am I correct or wrong? Oh, so it's admin dot register. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to add a method and call the name of what I'm registering. So it will be course. Yes. Then refresh and you can see our course table in our result database. If I go there, go to add course, you can then see. Now we'll do the same thing by adding, and it's not really necessary. Okay, so our in our project, we installed Django, we installed Python decouple, if I remember correctly. We also installed Django import export. Now, because I'm really too lazy to start entering data, it's the reason why I installed this particular library. We can either do that now or just do some displays. Let's say course code. I think agric -ss2 is the S2 also. Then agricultural science, I can say agriculture. Save, and you can see it's coming out in a tabular form. And in chem /S2, and let's say chemistry. Save, it's coming out in a tabular form. Now, this is just the back end. Let's just say we want to display in our students page all the students we've registered and all the courses we've registered. So in order for us to do that, we have to tell our views that write this logic. So I'm going to start with my student views. So I've displayed my student.html file, and I want to insert logic, certain logic that display any student that is registered in the database inside this particular HTML file, which is this particular page. That is for students, right? Now, what I can do is just give I can import the models, since that's where we want to do the display from. Import, I think, student, then student profile. What then I'll now say maybe set a variable as all students underscore student, so I want to view all students, and it will take the student model dot objects dot all. Then I'm going to also create a a dictionary to put this particular variable in my dictionary. We insert this particular variable in my dictionary, and I'll give, so a dictionary is a key value pair. I'll give it a name, maybe all, and I would say all students. Let's say all students, so it makes sense. The next thing I'm going to do is now to register my dictionary in my render, in this particular render method. So I'll just say context, and I'm good. So save it. That's not all. The next thing is then to go to my templates, view, go to student. Now you see this variable I give, this all as the key, then the all student as the value. Let's see. So this is what I'm going to call in my Django Ginger template, this HTML template here. So now I'm going to loop through that particular table and say, give me everything that is there, because that's what I want to display. So student page, I'll now say use the for loop. And if you want to use the for loop, the if, you have to do like a curly braces with a %, and you say for your for loop, and you always end your loop, or if it's your if statement, you end it. If it's your while loop, you also end it. So for, now end for, I can say for student, which is my iterator. This is my iterator in all. So I'm saying for student in this, no, sorry. Okay. My for student in this key value pair, which is this all. That's what I'm saying. Now I can now have access to my models .py. So for student in, so I'm literally looping through this model, because I said student.object.all, give me everything that you've registered. I'm now saying for iterator in this model, I can now use this iterator, the student iterator, to start calling out everything that is within this particular model. So it will be the iterator.admission number, iterator first name, iterator.last name. So let's do that. So I will say student dot admission number, then I'll say student dot first name, and student dot last name. Maybe use a hyphen between the first name and last name. You can also say last name, and you say this. Same thing with this first name, then let's give a hyphen between, and you can say admission number. And save. Now once I go to my my web page and refresh, you can see admission number is this, first name is this, last name is this. And if I now go to my back end, which is my Django admin page, and start adding more informations, let me add student, let's see, SS1 hyphen gray, I would say maybe Jean Gray, and save. It's there now. Once I refresh, you can now see it. G, the first name is Gray. Okay, so this is the admission number, first name Jean, the last name. But this is not really readable, right? So it's really important that you know how to use HTML and CSS. We can actually create an ordered list for this, and inside the ordered list we would now put this our for loop inside, and would create an iterator for it. We'll create a list for it, and that will be it. Save. Once I go back to my web page for the student, refresh, and you can see it's more readable, and you can create a table for it so that so if I want to create a table, just create table, the table header, I'll say th, that's I think it's table data, if I remember correctly. Yep. So I can see admission number, first name, last name. This will be my column title. First name, last name. And for my table body, I'm going to create, now I'm going to create I think table rules, if I get this correctly. I'm not doing this one, but I'm curious to try and fail. Yeah, put this dude here. I'm going to say I can delete this guy. Actually supposed to create lots of like 3 table data for it. Okay, so yeah, td td. Again, I just want to see this fail. And table body of this guy. I really want to see this fail. I am curious. Oh, so I made a mistake. Everything is not looking as is, and that is because I'm doing something wrong. So you can browse this stuff, right? You can say HTML table, syntax, and it's going to give us so also table row. So this is supposed to be th. Okay, so again, I just wanted to see how it was going to fail, which is a pretty interesting way of failing. I'm supposed to add the table row After this table header, I'll do table row, then put the table data inside. Yeah, so the same thing with this guy. So table row, I'm just gonna put the table data inside. Oh, this is interesting. I also made a mistake here. So this doesn't have like a, I didn't close the first table data. I'll just delete this because I don't think you don't need it again. And save. I go back to my page, refresh, so you can see it's more human readable. And I can add like a serial number to my title. So I'll just say S/N. Save it. If I go back to my table, refresh, you can see that, but we've not actually created a table data for it. So if I do TD, so once I just leave that space, you see it will just shift. And yep. So there's this particular counter is what is a for loop counter. So it's a for loop dot counter. So it will just start counting from 1 by the time I save, and it's automatic, right? So if I create another data in my admin, let's, I don't know, SS1, I can say Adams. So it will be first name Adams, last name Sunny, and save it. I refresh, and you can now see this, which is pretty cool. It's automatic. As soon as I enter, I do any data entry, it is automatic, which I think is pretty cool. And in the next video, we're actually going to do the same thing for course and student as well. Okay, no, we'll do the same thing for course and hopefully result. And after that, and so this is just like a read. You are reading inside the CRUD functionality we've created, and we are reading. Maybe we'll do update and delete. Also, we'll do a create for the front end. This is just read. So what we've just done is read. You can do the create update in the back end, which is the Django admin that is representing the database, the SQL database, or we can actually do it in the front end again. Maybe you have some form you want people to fill and stuff like that. Next video, we're actually going to create that of the display, that of the courses, and after that, we'll do a form for imputing this in your web browser without having to come to the back end. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day.